I have another video for you in my series on overcoming fear and obstacles based on the story of the Jewish people in the desert and the spies they sent into Israel. Have you thought about, I'm sure you've thought about this, why do we struggle? Why do you get the struggles that you get? Why do any of us get those struggles? And in all honesty, this morning I have been thinking about some of the financial struggles that I have gone through in my life. And I had this feeling of praying intensely for the opening of abundance, and not just for myself. I had this feeling of praying for an opening for all of us to lead us into the land, so to speak, into the accomplishment of our visions. But when I thought of the story, two things happened to me this morning. One, I thought of the story and I thought, but in the story, the Jewish people, they don't go into the land at that time, except for the two, Joshua and Caleb, who did not succumb to their fear. They said, God said we can do it, and we can. But the rest of the people wandered in the desert for 40 years and didn't make it. And I thought to myself, how can I lead people because they didn't make it? And suddenly it came to me, you are the children who did make it. The original Jewish people who had been the slaves were not able to change themselves, but the next generation was, and that's us. We are free to go into the land of our dreams. We are free to overcome our obstacles, to trust God, to trust our visions and ourselves. We are free to make that difference. And then I had another really powerful moment. I have gone through 10 years of infertility, and our gorgeous daughters are adopted, and they are now 18 and 14. But at that time, I prayed intensely, and I just remembered today reading in my tradition how often we get struggles so that we will reach out to God, to that spiritually expanded place, open ourselves up. And the message that came to me this morning was, you don't need these struggles anymore. As long as you continue to open yourself, to expand and connect. And for me, that's to connect to God deeply and powerfully, because that is who I am and the way my life is. For me, it's make sure I keep up my rituals of reading the Torah, of learning something every morning, or at least every day, and connecting deeply to God, to my inner higher being. And if I do this, I won't have to have the hard times to make me do it. I don't know if you've ever experienced that we get more prayerful and connected the harder things get. How about we flip that around and commit to that deep inner connection in our times of joy and gratitude and abundance, and that we in our prayers for our success and openings know that we open the way for each other and for us all. So I pray and bless you and all of us that we should each have the openings and the success that are calling us, and trust ourselves, trust God, trust each other that we can do it. It's been an inspiring morning for me, and I wanted to bring that inspiration to you because somehow when I share it, it becomes more powerful for me, and I hope makes that difference for you. Share your inspirations with somebody today. Take an action that you can to step out of fear and into confidence, courage, and trust, and reach out to me, and we will do it together.